Hello, myself Alvin, and this is a presentation on sources of energy. So first of all, what are sources of energy? If any substance or a thing emits energy, it becomes a source of that particular energy. Or in other words, anything which gives out energy can be called as a source of energy. As we all know, there are many types of energy: mechanical, nuclear, wind, etc. Similarly, there are many types of sources of energy. In this presentation, we will be seeing how these types are classified and how to identify a good source. But before that, I would like to remind you about a characteristic feature of energy, that is, total energy is always conserved. But if that's the case, then why do we need to conserve energy? This is because energy converts from usable forms to less usable forms. For example, mechanical energy, due to friction, converts into heat energy. In this case, heat energy is released into the atmosphere and has no use for us. This is why we should conserve energy. One way of doing this is by following sustainable management. This includes reduced energy consumption from non-renewable sources, increased energy consumption from renewable sources, and energy efficiency. Now let's talk about energy efficiency. Using less energy to provide the same level of energy is called energy efficiency. Efficient energy use is achieved by means of a more efficient technology. For example, capturing waste heat from power plants and using it to provide hot water supply to nearby buildings and facilities, or simply using public transport instead of private transport. Now my friend Abel will continue with good sources of energy.
I am Abel Savio. As Alfin said, I am going to introduce about what are good sources of energy and what are the characteristics of good sources of energy. Energy is an essential requirement of our lives. No activity in our daily lives can be undertaken without the use of energy. It has been used in different forms by the human race for a long time. The law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can only be converted from one form to another. A good source of energy is one in which can provide adequate amount of energy in suitable form over a long period of time. Now let us see what are the characteristics of good sources of energy. It should supply enough amount of energy. For example, we can take wind energy. It is generated by the turbines. The energy generated by the turbines provide large amount of energy to home and commercial establishments like industries, factories, home, towns, cities, etc. It should be easily accessible. Solar energy is one of the energy which is easily accessible. When sunlight hits a solar cell or photovoltaic cell, the heat energy is directly transformed to electric energy by photovoltaic effect. A good source of energy should be easily stored and transported. Fossil fuels like petroleum, diesel are stored and transported to various countries and industries in an efficient manner. It should be economically affordable. Biogas plantation is a simple, low-cost technology. It requires low capital and investments. It is renewable and a clean source of energy. Energy is essential to life and all living organisms. The sun, directly or indirectly, is the source of all energy available on Earth. Our energy choices and decisions impacts Earth natural system in way we may not be aware of. So it is essential that we choose our energy sources carefully. Now I am handing over my presentation to Alan for further classification of sources of energy.
Classification of resources. Resources can be classified into two types: conventional form of resources and non-conventional form of resources. What is conventional form of resources? When we cannot reuse a source of energy after using it once, we call them conventional sources of energy. They can be also called non-renewable energy resources. For example, coal, petroleum, and nuclear energy. Next, what is non-conventional sources of energy? They are energy sources that are continuously replenished by natural processes. They are also called renewable energy resources. For example, solar energy, wind energy, and hydropower. Now, I introduce my friend Alfred to speak about the topic nuclear energy.
Hello everyone, I am Alfred George. Today I am here to present a small topic on nuclear reactors. So I will start. What is nuclear reactor? A nuclear reactor is a device used to initiate and control a self-sustained nuclear chain reaction, which converts energy released by nuclear fission into thermal energy. This thermal energy is converted into mechanical or electrical forms. Fuels used are uranium 235 and plutonium 239. Everything in the world has disadvantages and advantages. Like this, our nuclear reactors also has a disadvantages and advantages. So I will start with advantages. It is a low cost operation. Second, it is a reliable source of energy. Third, it is a stable base load energy. Fourth, produce low pollution. Fifth, sufficient fuel availability. So now I will begin with the disadvantages of nuclear reactors. First, it is very expensive to build. Second, it produces radioactive waste. Third, it impacts very badly on the environment. Fourth, it has many security threats. Fifth, it only supplies limited fuels. And sixth, very important point, accidents. We all know about the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. This is a quick reminder of accidents caused by nuclear reactors. It is the main disadvantage of it. The Chernobyl disaster occurred on 26th April 1986 in Chernobyl nuclear power plant in the north of the Ukraine SSR. The Chernobyl accident was a result of bad reactor design that was operated with inadequate trained personnel. By this I conclude. Thank you.
This is the presentation done by Group 1. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Thank you.